Hi everyone, I'm back with another tutorial, and what I would like to show you how to make today is this bracelet called Crystal Surprise. And inside of it, as you can see, there's full of crystals. It's really hard to see them because I didn't use a different color, but I wished I would have. So that is why I never finished it, because I'm going to make one where you can see the crystals inside of it. Now, today I'm going to make this because this is kind of a little bit hard to see because of the small beads in here. So I'm going to use 8/0 and 11/0 in this bracelet and 6mm rounds. For this size I used 11/0 Delicas and 15/0 green ones that are in between here, and inside are 4mm round crystals. So this is what you're going to need if you want to make this size. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out because this is the first time I'm making it. But like I said, I didn't want to finish this because I can't see my crystals in there. And I want to be able to see the crystals. So, because they're camouflaged. They're the same color. So I'm going to try it with these 8/0 and see how it turns out. But you can use 11/0 Delicas and 15/0 seed beads. You're also going to need a toggle of your choice and 2 wire guardians or wire protectors, whatever you want to call them, but I call them wire protectors. You're going to need some 6-pound Fireline, 6 pound. You're going to need a size 10 beading needle and a pair of scissors for this project. I figured this is a very inexpensive bracelet to make other than the round crystals. These aren't Swarovskis. These are just Chinese round 6mm crystals. They're very pretty, but they'll do. So this is what we're going to make the bracelet with. See how it goes. And I'll see you back here when you collect all your materials. Okay, on my needle I strung about 2 yards of Fireline. And to get started, you're going to pick up, well, I'm using 8s just because I need you to see what I'm doing. It's a lot easier with bigger beads. You're going to pick up 2 11s, and in your case, if you're using 11s and 15s, you're going to pick up 2 11s, 2 15s, 2 11s. So this is the sequence we're going to pick up for the first row. So you're going to pick up 2 8s, 2 11s, 2 8s, 2 11s, 2 8s, 2 11s. Just bring them all the way down to the bottom of your thread there, leaving a little tail enough to weave your thread in when it's done. So we're going to tie some good knots here. So I'm tying off, joining them. And what I'm doing with these big beads exactly is it is exactly what I've done with the 11s and the 15s. But you can use whatever beads you want. Okay, so we've tied a good knot here. And now we're just going to go through a couple of our 8/0 seed beads here. Just to hide our knot inside. So let's weave through 2 beads. Okay. Then you're going to go ahead and pick up 6 more. 6 more on your needle. And you're just going to make a circle. It's basically a right angled weave. And you're going to go right back through. So you're exiting here and you're running your needle through the way your thread is exiting, like so. You're going to go through the 2 11s and the 2 8/0, like so, and pull your thread through. Pick up 6 more. Again, you're just going to make a circle and weave through like so, and exit the same way your thread is exiting now. So you have this. Again, you're going to go through the 2 11s and the 2 8s, and you're going to exit. And we've got a tiny bit of a knot here, which is famous for me. Alright, then you're going to go ahead and pick up 6 more. Again, you're going to make a right angle weave, and you're exiting here, and you're going to put your needle through exact same way your thread is exiting. So now you have this kind of like star shape. Alright? Then all you're going to do is go in two beads on the side like this, because you're kind of making this like a square. So you're going to go up those 2 beads, and the ones you just strung on, pulling it nice and tight, and you're going to exit through these 2 beads. Like so. So you're basically going to have this. See? This is how the bottom starts. Right? Okay. And what you're going to do is the exact same thing. In a second, we're going to join all of these now. So you're going to pick up an 11, a little blue bead. You're going to go into, okay, let me just try and make this more easier for you to see. You've got 2 beads here, 2 beads, 2 beads, and 2 beads on top. You're going to pick up an 11, you're exiting out of the 2 on top here, and you're just going to go right across and stick an 11-0 just to bring these together. Like so. Because you're basically going to make a box. Pick up another 11. I'll give you another example here. Kind of make it box shape so you don't get lost here. It should be like right angle weave. Okay, so there's 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 up top. These are the 2 you want to go through right here. And pull tight. Alright. So you're going to pick up another 11, and you're going to go right back where you started in this top round to make this into your box. Now, this might be a little confusing, but remember, it's 2 beads away from the 11 is where you want to go through. So you don't want to go through these 2 side beads, because they'll turn into side beads when we finally get this thing to take shape. Be patient, because the beginning is always the very hardest part. And then you got your thread tangling like crazy. Gosh almighty. Gosh, gosh, gosh. I'm always getting my thread tangled. Alright, there we go. Alright. Now, I've got my tail snagged in it, of course. Alright, so what? Okay, back up. Oops, a daisy. I think there were supposed to be 2 beads. Yeah. Oops. Sorry. You're going to put 2 beads in there, so back up. Darn it. I wasn't paying attention. Kind of thought that looked not right. Should have just went with my instinct. It's easy to back out. When you're working with big beads, it's easy to back out. And I'm very sorry for that. So, we don't have to go all the way out. We can stay where we have exited at the top here. And we're going to pick up 1 more blue bead. We've got our little pretend square here. and you're going to go into the top 2 beads. So when you look at this, you kind of make it into a square. If you pull your needle, 2 here, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. So you're working in 2s. Don't ask me why I only picked up 1. Probably just because I like to make mistakes on my videos. I'm just kidding. Oh man, I hate knots. Alright. Try this again. 2 more. 2, 2, 2, and 2 top beads. So again, like so. We're kind of getting shaped here. Pick up 2 more blues. And you see where your 2 are, so just kind of back up and count 1, 2, and you're going to go into that needle there, like so, and pull tight. Now this is where you want to take your crystal, whatever color crystal you're using, and drop one in and make sure it fits inside of the little hole there, and pull it tight. So you're just going to drop a crystal inside. Like so. Alright? So keep your crystal in there. Make sure it's the size you need. Again, you're going to pick up 6. And make sure you're exiting out of one of your bigger beads. So if you're using 8s, exit there, come around, make a circle, and do the same thing as we did in the beginning. You're going to go through the 2 top beads and through the 2 bigger beads. And this is all we're going to do. It's a repetitive pattern. Just going to keep repeating this all the way. Okay, 1 second till I stretch my needle out here. Just getting too many knots. Alright, now pick up 6 beads, make a circle, exiting here, exit through these 2. If those were your Delicas, you would exit through 2 Delicas and go through the 2 small beads and the 2 bigger beads. Just going to call them smaller and bigger because it all depends on what size beads you use. Again, pick up 6. And exiting here, make a circle and join it. And pull. Now you're just going to turn your work around because I find it easier because I'm right-handed, so it's hard for me to work on the left-hand side. You're going to put your needle, you've exited out of the, after making your circle, your right angle weave, you're going to go up through 2. And this is how you need to shape it because it's kind of going to be like a box shape. So up through 2. And then you're going to exit through, see it's kind of like a box shape, and you're going to exit through these 2. Then you're going to pick up 2 11s, turn your work around, 2, 2 here, and go through the top 2, like so. Pick up 2 11s, 2, make your little box and go through there. Pulling it tight, pick up 2 more 11s, and now we're going to join it, join her around. So count back 2 beats from where you got your 11s, and you're just going to exit through there, like so. And there you have your second box done. Take a crystal, pop that inside, pull it tight, and move on to your next round. Now, you can either leave it like this, or you can embellish it like so. As you can see, I've embellished all around the outside. And I think it gives it a much, I wish there was a way to twist it like that, because I think that looks kind of cool. Wish there was a way to do it that way. But anyway, I'm going to leave this for you guys to finish yours. And it is much better to use a different color crystal than the one that camouflages with your color of your beads. As you can see, my blue crystal inside there, right? So I'm going to leave this, or not leave it, I'm going to leave you to finish your bracelet to the length that you need. Not sure how long of a length I'm going to need for this, but I'm going to continue making this all the way, leaving about, I would say, a good inch for my toggle clasp. So there's about an inch here. So I want this a size 8, so I'm going to do this in 7 inches. Okay? And I'll see you back here when you get this all done. Okay, once you've gone the length of your bracelet, you should be exiting out of the 2 biggest beads. We're going to taper this end off so we can stick our clasp on, and I'm going to show you how to do this. So you're going to pick up 2 11s, or sorry, 2 8/0, skip the 2 11s that are beside where you're exiting, and go into the next 2, like so. Pick up 2 more, 8s or 11s, whatever beads you're using, pick up 2 of your biggest ones. Skip the 2 small ones and go through the next 2 like so. Pulling tight. Pick up 2 more. Exit through these 2. Now, this is almost like a peyote stitch here. So step up into the first 2 that you strung on in that round. Pull tight. Now we're just going to join these together by putting in 1 seed bead, 1 small one, and go through 2. And pull tight. 1 small one through these 2. Pull tight. 1 small one through these 2 and pull tight. Like so. So you have this. So it's kind of tapered off a little bit here. Okay. So what you're going to do first is pick up 4 11/0s. One of your round crystals. 1 more 11/0. And if you're not using a wire guardian or a wire protector, just string on 1/2 of your toggle, like so, and sew it on the same way. But if you're using this, pick up your guardian, pull it down, and now I'm going to attach this to my wire protector, and I'm going to put my needle through that hole. And then you're going to go down the other side of your guardian, like so. Okay. You're going to pick up 1 more seed bead. You're going to go back down through your crystal, skip this 11/0 that you first strung on after your crystal, and go right directly into the crystal and pull tight. And make sure your thread's caught in your wire protector, like mine. Then you're going to pick up 4 more seed beads, and you're going to kind of see where your middle would be. So I'm going to go right across into that A dot and pull this tight. Now you're just going to go through these beads on the top, pulling tight. This will tighten it up some. And I'm just going to reinforce this by going through this 2 or 3 times. So I'm going to go back up into the 4, the crystal, 1/8, and into the wire protector, and into my toggle clasp. Pulling that tight, down through the other side, the other 11, back into the crystal, and into those 4. And pulling. And then I'm just going to weave my thread through here, and I'm going to go back up into that toggle one more time through there. So back into these 4, crystal, into that toggle, and make sure you catch your thread in that little groove. Alright, so you need to be exiting out of these two, any two group of big beads. Now we're going to do the embellishment. You can leave your bracelet like this, or you can embellish the top like this with the little beads in between. On here there's only 1 bead in between, but we're going to be picking up 2, so pick up 2 11s. You're exiting here. You're going to go into the 2 that's right below the where you're exiting. On this, these are the side beads now that you'll be going into the sides, like so. Pick up 2, exit through the next group of 2, pulling tight, pick up 2, and you're just going to continue this all the way till you get to the bottom. Try not to pull too tight because you want to leave some slack in your bracelet. Pick up 2. That's a funky shaped bead. Go through 2. So I'll leave you to do that. When we get to the bottom here, I'll show you what to do next. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, once you get to the last group here, you're going to pick up 2. You're at the end here, gone through your last 2 big beads. You're going to go through just the seed bead, placing those 2 in place. You're going to pick up 2 more, and you're going to go work your way back down the other side. See? You're going to do this all the way back and forth 6 times in total to embellish the top. While you're doing this, don't pull your thread super tight in here, because that's going to make your bracelet hard to bend if you pull too tight. So just keep doing this all the way down till you have every one of your sides filled in. The gaps that are between, and it'll look like this when it's done, as opposed to this. You can see the difference, and you can see your crystals inside. They're so pretty. And the bracelet's so nice when you've got it all embellished. So I'll come back when I'm completely finished. Okay, so we have completed our bracelet. I have embellished the entire area all the way around, and you can see the little tiny windows here show all your crystals. There's 3 sets of windows, little windows that show your crystals. But what I found when wearing this, I did make it a little bit too big, so I twisted it off like so, and twisted it, and twisted it. Not too much, because you don't want to break it. And just close it up. And it stays twisted on your wrist, so it kind of turns into a bangle. Is that not beautiful like that? And you can see all the crystals inside your windows sparkling. So I kind of like this is the 8/0 and 11/0 seed beads. Maybe you will too. They're easier to work with as opposed to working with finicky stuff like this. But then again, the small one is pretty too. This is Christmassy too. This was going to be a Christmas bracelet. But it probably would have looked nicer if I have the emerald green or dark green, some kind of darker green to put in here. Right now I only have the light greens, so it wouldn't have looked so good. Anyways, this is your crystal surprise bracelet. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Like me on Facebook on I Bead For You. Subscribe so you don't miss any tutorials that are upcoming. And I'll see you soon on my next video. Bye-bye.